Welcome, fellow trivia thrill seekers, to a journey into the shadows where reality blurs with the darkest corners of imagination. We've all heard them, whispers of things that go bump in the night, chilling tales shared around campfires, urban legends passed down through generations. But how many of these truly horrifying scenarios are born from grim reality, and how many are simply elaborate fictions? Tonight, we're peeling back the curtain on 10 truly unsettling situations. For each one, we'll ask the burning question, true or myth? Get ready to question everything you thought you knew. Welcome to Tell Everyone Trivia, True Terror or Twisted Tales. Situation 1. The body under the hotel bed. Imagine checking into a cozy hotel room. You settle in, maybe watch some TV, but there's a strange, lingering odor. You complain to the front desk. They try to mask it, but it persists. Finally, driven by sheer curiosity or a deepening sense of dread, you lift the mattress and discover a decaying corpse hidden beneath. True or myth? This one is chillingly true. There have been numerous documented cases across the globe where hotel guests have indeed discovered decomposing bodies under their beds. From Florida to New York, from Malaysia to Spain, reports surface of unsuspecting travelers being subjected to this grim discovery, often after days of complaining about an unbearable stench. It's a macabre twist on hospitality that proves sometimes what seems like a far-fetched horror story is disturbingly real. Situation 2. The Bunny Man of Fairfax, Virginia. The tale goes that near Colchester Overpass in Fairfax, Virginia, a man in a bunny suit armed with an axe stalks those who dare to trespass, especially around Halloween. He's an escaped mental patient, driven mad, chopping up rabbits and sometimes even people. Locals have dubbed it Bunny Man Bridge. True or myth? This is a fascinating blend of true events and mythical exaggeration. While the truly axe-wielding, bunny-suited lunatic is largely folklore, the origin of the Bunny Man is based on real incidents. In the early 1970s, police in Fairfax County received 2 legitimate reports from people who encountered a man dressed in a bunny suit, wielding an axe, and threatening them near the bridge. While the specific motives and eventual fate of this bunny man remain mysterious and open to embellishment, the initial terrifying encounters were absolutely real. Sleep tight. Situation 3. The Babysitter and the Man Upstairs. A teenage babysitter receives repeated, unnerving phone calls while the children she's watching are asleep. The caller keeps asking, "Have you checked the children?" Panicked, she calls the police. They trace the call and tell her to get out of the house immediately. Why? Because the calls are coming from inside the house. True or myth? While a staple of horror films and campfire tales, The Babysitter and the Man Upstairs is largely a myth. It's a classic urban legend that gained significant traction in the 1960s. It serves as a cautionary tale, playing on the vulnerability of a young, isolated person in charge of others. While the psychological fear is real, there's no widespread documented case that directly serves as its origin. It's the perfect horror scenario because it's so plausible, but thankfully, usually fictional. Situation 4. Buried alive. Imagine waking up in the suffocating darkness, realizing you're in a coffin. You scream, you claw, you fight, your fingers mangling as you desperately try to escape. Later, when the grave is exhumed, your body is found with a scratched face and bloody, broken nails, a testament to your horrific final moments. True or myth? This terrifying scenario is undeniably true. While rare now due to modern medical advancements, historical accounts are riddled with cases of premature burial, or taphophobia, the fear of being buried alive. One famous alleged case involves Octavia Hatcher in Kentucky in 1878. After falling into a coma, she was pronounced dead and swiftly buried. When a similar illness spread through town shortly after, and others who had been comatose awoke, her worried husband ordered her exhumation. Her coffin was opened to reveal what appeared to be scratch marks on the lid and signs of a struggle. It's a grim reminder of a time when diagnosis was less precise. Situation 5. Contaminated Halloween candy. Every Halloween, parents warn their kids about razor blades in apples or poison in candy bars. The fear is palpable. Some malevolent stranger tainting innocent trick-or-treat spoils with dangerous objects or substances. True or myth? This one is mostly myth, but with a chilling grain of truth. While widespread instances of strangers poisoning or tampering with Halloween candy are overwhelmingly anecdotal and not supported by official records, there have been a very small number of isolated incidents. Most famously, in 2000, a man named James Joseph Smith in Minneapolis was charged for putting needles in Snickers bars, causing minor harm. Other rare cases involve disgruntled parents tampering with their own children's candy. So, while the broad urban legend is largely unfounded, the idea of it did, unfortunately, manifest in a few horrifying real-life instances. Situation 6. The Sewer Alligator. Deep beneath the bustling streets of major cities, particularly New York City, massive alligators are said to roam the sewers. Descendants of flushed pet babies, they've grown enormous, pale and blind, lurking in the darkness, waiting for unsuspecting maintenance workers. True or myth? Believe it or not, this one has a surprising amount of true basis. While the idea of giant albino, blind alligators running rampant through all city sewers is a myth, actual alligators have been found in sewer systems. In 2010, New York City authorities famously fished a 2-foot alligator out of a sewer in Queens. Other instances have occurred, and even an adult Nile crocodile was found in the Paris sewer system in 1984. These are usually abandoned pets that briefly survive in the warmth and relative shelter before being discovered. So, while not the monstrous creatures of legend, the presence of gators down below is not entirely fictional. Situation 7. The Licked Hand Caller. A young woman is home alone with her dog. She keeps hearing a dripping sound. Worried, she goes to the kitchen but can't find the source. She returns to bed, lowers her hand, and her dog licks it reassuringly. The sound persists. She finally goes to the bathroom, turns on the light, and sees her dog hanging dead in the shower. On the mirror, written in blood, are the words, "Humans can lick too." True or myth? True or myth? This chilling tale is a classic urban myth. It preys on our primal fear of home invasion and the betrayal of a trusted companion. Variations of this story have been told for decades, sometimes with the twist that the sound was the dog's blood dripping or the intruder's. While incredibly effective at generating fear, there's no verifiable, real-life event that inspired this widely circulated horror story. It's a testament to the power of a well-crafted narrative. Situation 8. The Green Man, Charlie No Face. In western Pennsylvania, locals tell of a disfigured man who wanders the roads at night. So severely injured in a childhood electrical accident that his face was burned away, he could only walk in darkness, earning him nicknames like Charlie No Face or the Green Man due to his ghostly appearance under moonlight. True or myth? This is powerfully true, though the mythical elements certainly amplified his story. Raymond Robinson, 1910 to 1985, was a real man from Beaver County, Pennsylvania. As a child, he suffered a horrific electrical accident that left him severely disfigured, without eyes, nose, or one arm. Because his appearance caused such distress to others, he chose to take his walks at night, often along Route 351. Locals, fascinated and fearful, would drive around hoping to catch a glimpse of Charlie No Face. While never malicious, his appearance and nocturnal habits created an enduring, real-life urban legend that resonated deeply with the community. Situation 9. The Slit-Mouthed Woman, Kuchisake Anna. From Japan comes the chilling tale of Kuchisake Anna. The ghost of a woman, brutally mutilated with her mouth slit from ear to ear, wanders the streets, especially at night. She approaches people, often children, wearing a surgical mask. She then asks, "Am I pretty?" If you say no, she attacks you with scissors. If you say yes, she removes her mask, revealing her gruesome face, and asks, "How about now?" Either answer leads to a horrific fate. True or myth? This is a terrifying myth that deeply permeated Japanese urban folklore, particularly in the late 1970s and early 1980s. While not based on a specific historical figure, the legend became so pervasive that schools issued warnings and police even increased patrols. It reflected societal anxieties and fears, especially surrounding appearance and stranger danger. It's a perfect example of how a compelling story can cause real-world panic, even without a true basis. Situation 10. The Phantom Hitchhiker. You're driving late at night on a desolate road, Suddenly, you see a figure on the side, soaking wet hitchhiking. You pull over, offer them a ride. They direct you to a specific address. When you arrive, you turn to speak to them, but they're gone. You knock on the door of the address, and a grieving parent or spouse answers, telling you that their child or loved one died on that very road, on this very night, years ago. True or myth? This timeless tale is overwhelmingly a myth, a classic piece of global folklore. Variations of the phantom hitchhiker story exist in almost every culture, often tied to specific local haunted roads or accident sites. While the idea of encountering a ghost is true in the realm of paranormal belief, there's no single verifiable historical event that created this widespread legend. It's a powerful narrative that taps into our fear of the unknown, our empathy for loss, and the uncanny feeling of being alone on a dark road. And there you have it, 10 chilling situations, some proving that truth is indeed stranger and often far scarier than fiction. It's a stark reminder that the line between urban legend and historical fact can sometimes be terrifyingly thin. What was the most surprising revelation for you tonight? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more unsettling content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next dive into the darkness.